Describing the subject is one of the most important things you do working security. And the reason is important because if something happens, you need to be able to inform the police or the insurance company or whatever what exactly happened. And to do this, you really need to pay attention. I know it's stressful. Sometimes you're running around. You may have been engaged in a fight, but this is the information that's going to help close the case. You gotta know, subject, what the subject looks like, what the subject was wearing, which direction to travel, if the subject had tattoos, what kind of hair, complexion, the way he speaks, the way he walks, the way she talks, anything. If they had a beard, no beard. So, like in this instance, see this individual right here, black male, late 20s, early 30s, blue Cub shirt, number 17, red back, and then he had the black male heel, the yellow backpack. You give as much information as possible, and by doing that, you'll be well on your way being a better security officer. Hello everybody, AJ here. Welcome to the class. Now we'll talk about how to describe a subject. This is a thing that is very important for security officers, or everybody to know, actually, because if you don't have all the information, you can't properly give that information to somebody else, problems may occur. Now, I've known a lot of security officers in the past that have no ability to describe anything. They're like, some white guy did it. Okay, some white guy, great. You narrowed it down to 80% of the population. Good job. So, you have to be descriptive, and you have to be, proper with your terms, very clear terms, because you want to get the information out. So maybe you can catch the guy, or later on, give the information to the police, or for an insurance report, or whatever. So let's say something happens. Let's say a fight breaks out in the mall, in the food court. So you go on your radio, like dispatches 5-1, and send traffic. Be advised, there is a altercation going on right in the food court in front of Chili's. Making up stuff. The subject is a black male wearing a red and colored Bulls jersey, black jeans, white shoes, with a tattoo on the left arm. And maybe dispatch has a camera looking. Roger, they got it. So you have the description. You have something to work with. So when you write your incident report later, you have all that information. Dispatch has the information. The client has the information, whatever. And you need this information because, once again, you write the report. The report's a legal document, or you get information out because if you need backup, they know exactly what's going on, who did what. Maybe while you're calling stuff in, say, hey, individuals leaving the food court headed toward Toys R Us, and security's running your direction. They see the guy with that description. Okay, you got the guy right there. I see him. He's doing this. You can do stuff with the information. If someone comes up to you and let's say you try to give information for a report, take it seriously. Ask all the questions. Who are you? Where did this happen? All that good stuff. What did you see? Oh, this happened. Okay, what else happened? Oh, so they were fighting over this. What were they fighting over? Car keys. Okay, they're fighting over some car keys. What happened? Well, he said he took my keys. Whatever. It's get all that information so you get a good idea. So that's what you write down. So when you write your incident report, you can put the information down. Witness statements, you write the witness statements down, so you are better at your job. Like I said, this is not a skill that you just get overnight. This is a skill you have to develop, and the reason you have to develop it because it's part of your job. Now that being said, we'll go over a few things, and I hope you enjoy the class. So let's talk more about describing a subject. Now, working security, working law enforcement, one thing I've always hated hearing on the radio was a really bad description, a very generic description. The most popular one is like some guy or some dude. So someone calls on the radio like, break. Hey, some dude just robbed the PX. Do you have a description? And and it drives me crazy because ARA hates it. Dispatch hates it because you're asking dispatch what's going on. Dispatch doesn't know because the person's not going on. The person says, hey, this just happened, and they stop talking altogether on the radio. Drives everybody crazy. So one of the most important things to get out there is a fast, accurate description from a victim or witness of a crime is the very best way to help law enforcement to catch a suspect. They need your help. They need your eyes, they need your ears. Then this information is vital. Giving bad information is a good way to lose your case. Make it is an easy way to screw up your reporting, and it makes you look really bad when you're like, some guy. No, don't do that. Again, let me reiterate: is there a correct way? Yes, there's a correct way. Saying some word, some clear, some hole in a donkey, some chick, some dude is not a good description. By the way, cursing over the radio also very unprofessional. You know, some things do happen. You might be in a fight, so it's understandable, but you need to pay attention. And so, like I said, there's a correct way of doing this. So how do we do this? We do this by giving an accurate description, a detailed description, because you're assisting your team. Don't be a fool. So whatever you see, that's what you say. Okay, what do you see? I see one white or Hispanic male between ages 25 and 30, wearing a gray and colored shirt, beard, bald head. Individuals wearing shades, has a backpack on, has a tattoo. He's going north on here, going south here. He's going toward exit 1, exit 2, whatever. You have to be detailed because you're trying to catch somebody, right? Like I said, don't be a fool. And you know, when you give a description that everybody notices. Don't make something like individuals wearing those kind of jeans that you see in the movies. That doesn't mean anything to anybody. Be descriptive, be detailed, be accurate. Also, be brief if you can. As always, be calm. Use the radio appropriately. So stay cool, stay calm, stay collected, because no one wants to hear you screaming on the radio like a madman. I know people that when they panic, they forget how to use the radio. They'll put the radio all the way in their mouth and you hear, no one hears you, no one understands you. Oh, you got everybody's attention, and you sound like an idiot. So provide details. Say what you saw. What, direction of travel. Give a good description. I keep saying this over and over again for a reason. Give a good description. Give a good description. What kind of hair, skin complexion, tattoos, glasses, no glasses. Maybe the person's naked. Something obvious, right? It does happen. It's happened to me more than once. And try to remember what you saw. And if you're chasing the person, that's great and wonderful. If you're authorized to do it for a contract, if your contract just wants you to, observe and report, and you're following the person so you can give a good description and make sure everybody's safe, do that. Let everybody know where you're going. Once you get the information out, stay off the radio unless you need to be on the radio. If you're on the radio, while you're talking on the radio, guess what? Everybody's going to be trying to talk on the radio, and no information is getting passed forward. So you call dispatch or your buddy or whatever, let them know, hey, this is what's going on. Call 911 and let dispatch handle that for you. That way you can focus on what you're doing and you're not doing everything. And please, please, please remember good details. Like I said, a clothing description, approximate age, race, distinguishing features, vehicle description of the jump to the vehicle, direction of travel. So clothing description, like I said, Hispanic male wearing a gray polo shirt, black shoes, gray pants, whatever. If you can tell the age, tell the age. If the person has, if the person's a teenager, probably a teenager, 18, 24 years of age, whatever. If they have distinguishing features, bring them out. Maybe the person has a scar on their face, maybe they have a scar on their hand, maybe all you noticed was a tattoo, something, anything. They jump in a vehicle, make sure you get a good description. You see, if you can tell what kind of car it is, great. If you can't, let's say it's a two-door sedan versus a four-door sedan, great. Person got in a red and colored four-door sedan, Oklahoma plates, Charlie Alpha. They got out of your sight. At least you got Oklahoma plates, Charlie Alpha, and you got that information, so you can at least have something. You have to be descriptive because they're trying to catch the bad guy, and even though it's not you, you're helping law enforcement do this. So now we're talking about an example. A while ago, many moons ago, I was working on NES Atlanta before it went over to the National Guard, and there was a disturbance in one of the places, and that's all I got on dispatch. They said, hey, be advised, go to such location in reference to a disturbance. Your point of contact is so-and-so. So we're like, okay, what's going on? And they're like, that's all I know. So it was annoying. So we got a vehicle, we headed over there. While we're walking there, because I'm paranoid, I'm looking around, seeing if I see anything off, and I saw a guy that caught my eye sitting on a rock. He looked odd, but I don't know what's going on. So walked inside, and We met with the first sergeant. First sergeant's like, yeah, I got an individual basically that I believe they had failed a urinalysis or something to that effect, and they were acting strangely. And I'm like, so can you give me a description of this person? Oh yes, and he gave me the description of the individual. Yes, everybody's wearing a uniform, but like I was an Hispanic male, black hair, I had a high and tight haircut, and I'm like, oh, was his name so and so? Yeah, how did you know? Yeah, we saw him outside when we walked in. He was sitting on a rock. Oh well, he was supposed to be under guard. The guards didn't do their job. He was outside. A perfect example on how giving bad information on the radio can cause problems. Let's say the person was violent, or let's say he just did something and he was getting away. We wouldn't know that. So it's really good to try to get information as much as possible. Get the information out there to make sure you have all the information you need. Section complete. I hope you got something out of this. I wish this stuff that they teach people right off the bat, but a lot of times, a lot of security companies, they hire people and they just throw the bodies at the wall to see what sticks. Talking to people on the radio, trying to get information out there, report writing, information gathering, all this something is very essential for your career. And I hope they use this stuff to be something else other than a regular guard. Yes, it's good. It's good to start as a guard. Nothing wrong with being that. Some people love doing it. That's wonderful. But if you don't know your stuff, you're going to cause problems. And I've worked for places where people's lives were severely damaged, for lack of a better word, because they didn't give out good information. I've had people run right into a freaking ambush because the guard on the radio said, hey, this is going on, stop talking, didn't say anything about anybody having weapons, and then people, they got hurt out of that. So, be good on your radios, keep your head on a swivel, be smart, and, get training, get all the training you can. Thank you for taking this part of the course, and I'll see you guys later.